Let us begin this program by paying our respectful obeisances to the deities of this conscious Shantipuram, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai ki jai, Nitai Chaitanya ki jai, Parshuram Bhagavan ki jai, Vaman Dev ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai, Giri Govardhan ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, the chanting is going on at the back. Please see to that.
Chanting?
Yes, Mahamantra is also going on.
Okay.
That's sufficient.
Now, okay, let's start. Thank you. Thank you. Let's begin. Prayers. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are doing chapter number 3, Karma Yoga, and today's verse is 3.13. Yajnashishthashina santo mucyanti sarvakil vishaihi bhunjati titvagham papa ipachantyatma karanat. Yajnashishthashana santo mucyanti sarvakil vishaihi Bhunjante te tvagham papa ye pachantyatma karanat. Translation: the devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. So here the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, is giving us perfect knowledge. So there is a difference between a perfect person and an imperfect person. What is that? No, God is perfect and all the living entities are imperfect. So the living entities, especially the conditioned souls, have 4 defects. Whereas the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no defect. So whatever he says is perfect knowledge. So if a living entity says some knowledge, then that has some defect. But when Krishna says it, it is perfect. So in this verse, Krishna is saying that the devotees of the Lord are released from the sins because they are offering the food to the Lord in sacrifice, and then they are eating that food. Whereas those who are eating for personal sense enjoyment eat only sin. So it's a very powerful shloka here. And also we have seen in the previous verses that Krishna says that anybody who is not giving back to the demigods after enjoying all the gifts given by them is actually a thief. So let us try to understand this verse. So first let us talk about the position of the devotees. Here the word that has been used is Santaha. The word Santaha in Sanskrit means devotees. And the English word saint also has come from this word Santa. Right? So what do the devotees do? All they do is they perform various kind of sacrifices for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For example, the devotees do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, like that, 9 ways of devotional service. So each of them is like a fire sacrifice. So they do fire sacrifices in that way by performing the 9 devotional services, 9 ways of devotional service. So, and then they offer it to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then they take that food. So what is happening? So those people who are doing like that and having that food, they are getting released from sin, right? And on the other hand, if we do not do that, then Lord is saying that such people are getting bonded by the sin, right? So see the difference, right? So in the Brahma Samhita, it is said, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hrudayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Syama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindavadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shyama Sundara Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their hearts of hearts with the eye of devotion tinged with the salve of love. So what does that mean? Here, the word that has been used in this verse also is Santa Sadaiva Hrudayeshu Vilokayanti. Santa, I was saying that the word Santa is meant to refer to the devotees of the Supreme Lord. And these devotees do not accept anything without offering to the Supreme Person. And they are performing various kind of yajnas in devotional service, such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, etc. So when the Sankirtana yajna is performed, right, when the congregational chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is performed, all the devotees will come together and they will worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sing very nice songs together, and then they will cook food very nicely, and then they will offer it to the Lord and then have it. So having this prasadam, which has been offered to the Lord as bhoga, will release us from sins, right? So that is very important, right? And what happens to those who are not offering, right? They are not eating food. Krishna says they are verily eating sin. Papam eva tu agam. Means they are like basically eating bhunjante te tvagam papa. They are eating sin, not food, right? So that's what it is. So here we have to understand that, Krishna accepts offerings by the devotees, right? If you offer it with love, Krishna accepts. He says, right, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhaktiya Upagrutam Ashnami Prayatatmana. If one offers me with devotion, a leaf, a flower, fruit, or water, I will accept. So what is the condition for offering? It is bhakti. Because Krishna in the verse has said, Yome bhaktya prayachati. Tadaham bhaktya upakrutam. 2 times has bhakti has come. You see? So it's not that, Krishna wants it. Krishna is self-satisfied. He doesn't need anything from us, right? Just like there is a comparison in Srimad Bhagavatam, which says that showing a lamp to the sun, if you are offering to the Lord, it is like you are showing a lamp to the sun. The sun is so bright. If you take a small lamp and show to the sun, it does not make any difference. Neither the sun needs your lamp, right? The sun is capable of beating millions and millions and trillions of lamps, isn't it? So similarly, Krishna doesn't want anything. It is that we get purified when we offer to the Lord, right? But what has happened is that in Kali Yuga, the leaders who are leading the society are in darkness. And therefore, there are some movies, right, like PK, etc., in the Bollywood, which are questioning every practice. Like, why should we offer it to the Lord like that? We should answer that, right? Lord doesn't need anything. But when we offer it, we become purified. Here is the answer. What if I don't offer? Then we will become a thief and we have to suffer, right? We are only eating sin, right? So we may be eating vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food. It does not matter. Food has karma in it, isn't it? By offering the food to the Lord, the sins are removed, right? It becomes prasadam, right? So Also, we have to understand that Lord is recommending that we give it back. What is the meaning of giving back is that the Supreme Lord is maintaining the universe through the demigod administrators, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, Surya, etc. So these demigods are providing us different kinds of resources: the sunlight, moonlight, rainfall, water, wind, everything they are providing, right? So if we do not give it back, then we get implicated in sinful reactions, right? But now, how do we go and give it to each and every demigod? That's also very difficult. There are so many demigods. Now, who all will we go and give them? So for that, the solution is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that as pouring the water on the root of the tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs, and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and the limbs of the body, simply worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods who are parts of that Supreme Personality, right? So the example given is, if you have to water a tree, you don't water each and every leaf or each and every branch. You just water the roots. If you have to nourish your body, you don't inject food into each and every limb. We will just eat it and we provide it to the stomach, and the stomach will digest it and provide it to the entire body, right? So therefore, if we offer it to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then all the demigods become satisfied. Yasmin tushte jagat tushta. If Lord becomes satisfied, everybody becomes satisfied with us. All the devatas, all the rishis, all the ancestors, all the human beings, and all the other animals, they become satisfied with our offering if we simply offer it to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Correct? So, but then somebody can ask, why is Lord Shri Krishna saying that I'm a thief if I do not offer to the Lord? Why is that so? I am not troubling anybody. I am eating my own food. It's my shelter. This is my house, and I don't trouble anybody. I don't do any kind of sin. Why am I a thief? So for that, the answer is like this. For example, let us say that you have gone to one park, and in the park you find a shawl, and very innocently you pick it up and you start using it every single day. So is this correct or wrong action? But the shawl belongs to an elderly gentleman in the park, and that person is looking for it. So, but then we say that I am not harming anybody, I'm just using this shawl, that's it. So the mistake is that we did not care to find out whom it belongs to. Similarly, when we are enjoying all the benefits of the material world, we also have to find out who this belongs to. Who does this house, this property, this land, this earth belong to? Whose resources am I using? Do they really belong to me? On what basis I am saying that they actually belong to me? Right? So if I say that no, it belongs to me, this land is registered on my name, so then I will ask you that 50 years back, on whose name was that land registered? Whose name was that land registered 500 years ago, 2000 years ago, 10,000 years ago? And whose name will it be registered after another 100 years? Will it be always yours? Right? So actually speaking, nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to Krishna. And therefore we have to acknowledge that, and we have to offer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not out of pride that I am offering something great. Whatever we offer is actually nothing in front of the Lord. Just like showing a small lamp to the sun. But still we have to offer it because this is an instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One question I have.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you,
Hello.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please ask. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So, as we say that we need to offer each and every food that we eat. So, I mean, there are some rules that generally we say, right? I mean, before offering, we before cooking, we should have a bath, and the food should not have that onion, garlic, and all those stuffs. So, if for some reason, if we are not able to keep up with any of these rules, then I mean, should we offer it still, or should we not offer? Like, how to proceed with that?
Yes. So it's what I would say is, maybe if you're not able to offer, for example, vegetarian food without onion and garlic, we can always offer fruits. We can always offer milk like that to begin with. We can offer curd rice. You can offer like that. So always we should, as far as possible, we should try to follow the rules. That is better.
How do you offer it without pride?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
How do you offer food without pride, Prabhu? That how sometimes it comes, oh, 56 bhog lagaya, 108 eat lagaya. How do you become so humble?
How do you? Sorry, Mataji.
How do you become so humble? How do you conquer your pride?
By serving,
How
how
do you
you leave
conquer
your
your
pride and serve.
Pride,
That
and
is
how
the
do you
question.
conquer your pride and serve? Okay.
Yeah.
So difficult, Prabhu. It's so very difficult.
Yeah. That's right. And what Mataji is saying is, like, sometimes when we cook chappan bhog and all, like, we sometimes become proud that oh, I'm doing such a nice seva, like God is obligated to take now. Is that what you're saying, no, Mataji?
Yes. Like sometimes, like when you're offering a good palatable plate, you feel, oh, dekho how nicely that element of pride that doesn't go away completely. Sorry. Hare Krishna, sorry. I shouldn't have said this.
No
We could have
problem.
done that on a private mistake. Hare Krishna. Your class
Thank
was
you very
very
much.
good, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.